Howdy boys and girls, Mac from Double Tap Shooting. I want to make a quick video as a message to all the senators, Democrat and Republican. From the for those of you that don't know, or you may or may not know, yesterday, which was April 17th, the Senate struck down the measures for the gun control bill in its entirety. And some of you may have watched our illustrious president's response to that, and he sounds like a petulant child. I'm afraid that his numbers of 90% of the American public wanted gun control is insane, but that's a whole nother video. What I'd like to talk to is I'd like to send this message out straight to all the senators, and I don't have the list of the 16 Republicans who voted to even allow this to go to discussion on the floor. But I want to discuss the vote yesterday. We had 5 Democrats that voted against the gun control measures. Senator Baucus from Montana, Senator, and I hope I say this right, Begich from Alaska, Heitkamp from North Dakota, Pryor from Arkansas, and then Harry Reid, which don't really count. He voted against the measure as a procedural measure so he could bring it back up later. But for the 4 Democrats that voted, we appreciate it. And it will not go. I know I've already seen a whole bunch of garbage on the internet about how you're going to be looking for a job come the 2014 midterms when you're up, if you're up in the 2014s, and if not in the 2016s when you come up. I am going to make a personal effort to, I'm going to give you what support I can through my YouTube channel, so people understand that you are part of the solution, not part of the problem. As with healthcare, voting on a bill that you didn't read, putting it out and turning it into law when nobody knows what's going on is insane. It's the definition of insanity, quite honestly. And, that in and of itself was just crazy. But, let's go on and talk about the Republicans that voted, for the gun control measures. Not the ones that voted allowed to go into discussion, but the ones that actually voted for it. Senator Susan Collins of Maine, Republican. Senator Mark Kirk, Republican from Illinois. Senator John McCain, Republican from Arizona. And Senator Pat Toomey from Pennsylvania. You guys need to be looking for a job pretty soon. And I am going to, again, do everything I can to find whoever your opposition is and support them. This is not anything we wanted. This is not, it would be one thing in its entirety if any of the measures listed would do anything to save a life, but it was all complete and total horse shit. Everybody knew it. It wasn't going to do anything but limit Americans' rights. It wasn't going to stop criminals. It wasn't going to stop mass shit. It wasn't going to do anything, and everybody knew it. Admittedly, the people pushing it knew that it wasn't going to do anything. So, just mark my words. I'm not playing the anonymous game, but we're not going to forget. This is not going to go by the wayside. You are not going to skate through. We're going to come and remove you from your positions. You're going to find that in the next election, after what we just went through and all the fright and all the trillions of dollars spent on firearms and ammunition and joining the NRA, that this group of people is really serious. So you're going to also find that come the midterms, when the votes are counted, you guys might be going back to looking for, jobs as a Walmart people greeter or whatever you're qualified to do if you're not being a senator. Most of you aren't qualified to do a whole lot when you're not being a senator. So Guys, figure out who your state representatives are. If they voted for it, thank them. If they voted against it, thank them. If they voted for it, explain to them, look, we're going to need to get you out of there because you're obviously not listening. But like I said, I'm Mac from Double Tap Shooting. I appreciate you guys watching. Figure out who your senators are, give them the proper responses to how they voted, and this isn't over. Don't make that mistake. Just because it didn't go anywhere yesterday does not mean it's over. If we do not at least keep the House, and preferably take the Senate in 2014, we're going to do this again in a year. Year and a half, 2 years, whatever it is. So don't back off. Don't think we won. Don't start jumping up and down and celebrating in the streets. This is going to be an effort. They have made it crystal clear that they're not going to give up. Neither can we.